Hello, I'm Clarice from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm just going there in live. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Awesome. So yeah, welcome to Psychic Cafe. Let's wait for some people to get on before I start. How are you all today? You good? So I picked a card out for today. We got Unfinished Symphony. This is about stuff that's kind of unfinished business, things that aren't completed properly, which is kind of interesting because we've got a full moon tomorrow. It's all about letting things go. And so sometimes we can't let things go because we haven't completed the process. You know? We haven't said what needs to be said, or we haven't taken action on it, or something like that. And so I'm going to go more into that because the daily read today was about ending the struggle. Hey Taylor, how are you? Yes, ask a question. Yeah, today's daily was all about ending the struggle and stepping into like your power. It's like your what you really want out of life, but like on a much higher level than that. Freedom and love. Not just trying to progress a little bit, but like focusing on what you really want. Okay, Taylor, I'm gonna go into the daily, the general daily, deeper dive into the daily energies first before I give people readings. But yeah, I'll keep your question in mind once we get to those. So yeah, the daily is all about letting go of the struggle. You know, when you're in the struggle of life and it's all hard and you keep on using your manifestation abilities and your focus and all of that on just getting what you need or just getting through, you know, to pay that next bill or to sort that relationship out. And today is all about letting all of that go and then setting your sights way higher than that on something that, like on an ideal life for yourself, on the freedom that you truly want, on the love that you truly want. So yeah, that is interesting that that's come up before the full moon tomorrow. But also this card too, this Unfinished Symphony, for us to talk about in Psychic Cafe today. That something is left undone. It's like we can't move forward when something's left undone. It's always the things that we've got to let go of that hold us back from moving toward those new things. So let's have a look what Colette Baron Reid says about this card. She says, unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or a project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Interesting. So this is asking us to question what it is that we're not taking action on, what we haven't said, what we haven't found closure with, what we haven't finished off. You know, these things can stick around for years if we don't do it. And we can keep on manifesting the same things over and over again to remind us that we've not done it yet. We've not completed the process of something. You know? It's like running away instead of completing it properly. We leave things undone. So let's go deeper into that. I got my card bag washed yesterday. So much better. Where is everyone today? Okay, so deeper into the excuse me, deeper into the daily energies. Not really about either of them. This is I'm appreciated and the mystery. It's like this is saying that the universe really loves us no matter what. Hi Claire, how are you? Yeah, the universe really loves us no matter what. We are appreciated by the universe just for every experience that we have. Remember, it's like all of the other higher selves, all of the other people in spirit form, whether they're incarnated as human at the moment or just in spirit form, they're all watching us, they're all benefiting from what we're going through, our challenges and the good stuff and everything. They're not expecting us just to go through the good stuff, they really enjoy all of the experience. It's like, fantastic stories that we're living, and they're learning a lot from it. And so we're really appreciated by the spirit world, really, really appreciated by them. And the mystery card is saying that, it doesn't matter if we don't know. It doesn't matter if we don't know what we're doing. It doesn't matter if we don't know the way to get somewhere. Because all of it, the path, all of it is appreciated. It's like we don't see it from that point of view when we're human beings, but our higher self see it from that point of view. And if we can see it from that point of view more, then life gets easier, it gets more magical. That's alignment, when we're seeing things in the same way as our higher self sees them. That's what my work's all about, getting people into alignment on the same page as your higher self so that the magic can happen and you can start enjoying it. So in all of this, the daily saying, the end of the struggle now, we can set our sights on much higher rather than just trying to manifest the next thing that we need, or just a little bit better than we had before, or trying to manifest the end of problems within relationships, or the end of problems within a business, or all of that. Just instead of trying to manifest the small things, it's like set your sights really high on the lifestyle, the love, the freedom that you want. And we'll be taken there. Like, we will be taken there. You don't even need to figure this stuff out of what's unfinished. You don't need to figure this stuff out of what's unfinished, because we will be led there. We're shown, things are put in front of us. And if we've got our eyes and ears open, if we're in the present moment, if we're aware of what's going on, if we're feeling our feelings, then we get those signs. We get led in that mystery. Because our feelings lead us. It's like, oh, I'm feeling this now. What's this about? And then we see a sign outside of ourselves, or we get some guidance in somewhere. We're led forward to what we want. So we really are appreciated. This is saying we're not alone. We're not alone. We're always being guided forward. So it's not all on us. It's like, don't look at this unfinished symphony card and think, oh no, there's something else that I haven't done that I need to do to get it right. It's not true. Yeah, and so we will be led. We will be led to what it is that we need to let go of. Isn't that what the full moon's all about tomorrow? The full moon's always about letting go of things. And to do that, just loving ourselves more, like the power of that. I know for myself, it's like, if I just spend time, if I stop trying to do stuff, spend some time outside by the pool, or go for a beach walk, or just give myself what I need, love myself, give myself what I need, which generally now is that balance, because I'm working a lot more now, and so I need more balance. I need to get out into nature more, I need to relax more. So as long as I'm doing that, then the guidance comes through. But if you're working really hard, right, if you're trying to find what is unfinished, if you're doing in the struggle and using all of your effort all the time to try and sort things out in your life, then you're exhausted. That's not loving yourself. So you need more balance, loving yourself, being out in nature. And then the universe can move you forward. Then it's like, oh, the more balance now. It's like the universe can't move you forward when you're struggling and trying so hard and you're busy all the time. It won't put any extra burden on your shoulders because it loves yourself. It's like it won't do that to you. And so getting in alignment is more in a practical way. It's a big nature card. It's in a practical way. It's like, actually doing things for ourselves to make ourselves feel better, giving ourselves what we need in that moment. Interesting. So we don't have to do it ourselves. We've got a whole team behind us. Yeah. Because that is the flow. The grace card is always that card of flow to me. It's the flow of all good things. That's that grace, It's like when you're in this state of grace, it means great things. It's like miracles, synchronicities, great things happening for you. And to get into that state, it's attracted to us by how we feel, the state of joy. That brings joy, but we find joy first to bring it up. By focusing on anything, it makes us feel joy. It's like basic law of attraction stuff. But it can be so hard to do because life comes at us, the struggles come at us, the problems. The problems are real and they're there. But this is saying like it's not so serious. It's like we've got a whole team behind us trying to help us. And if we get out of our own way by loving ourselves more, by being out in nature more, giving ourselves the rest that we need, if we stop that struggle, we'll feel more joyful anyway. Have you ever had it where you're struggling with something and then you just get to the point where you give up? Like it's too much for you, just give up. And then maybe you go and meet friends or something, have a complete blowout or something. Maybe you just go party with them. And then everything falls into place after that. Have you ever had that experience? I have. When you let go and just do something that makes you feel joyful because you feel defeated, and suddenly the grace starts happening. We don't need to hit rock bottom and let go in that way. We don't need to reach that point where we're just giving up and we've had enough. We can do it. We can find balance all the time, just by giving ourselves what we need in each time. Then the universe can work through us way better, way easier for doing that. Sounds like a really good day today. It's like, I don't know, I feel like this full moon is unlocking people. I know with the week ahead readings that I did yesterday, some of them are really good. Some of them seem like a lecture, like I was telling the signs off. It seemed like I was a parent to some of them and like telling them all the sabotages or whatever. It was kind of, but yeah, it seemed like a complete shift this full moon to much better times, much less struggle, much better times. And there is stuff that we need to let go of, and we need to refocus ourselves, not just on like that bigger picture of what we want, what we really want in our lives, instead of keep on focusing on the little struggles. It's like if you're running a marathon, you don't focus just on a couple, on just getting over that pothole in the road, and then focus on the next little hurdle or getting past some person. You focus yourself on the getting past that finish line, you prepare yourself for it because you're going to, you've got the whole journey to go. And in the same way, our lives are like that too. It's not just the little struggles. We're just focusing on the little things, the little challenges that we have each day. We're never looking at the big picture. We're never focusing on that big picture of the freedom and the love that we really want. Then we never finish that marathon. We never get there. And so this is about refocusing, not just on that bigger picture of what we really want, but also on what brings us peace in our lives. Peace that we've already got in our lives, and bringing peace in our lives right now. So if you're stuck in a struggle, just refocus yourself away from that. You don't need to. We've been told here that we've got a whole team behind us. It will sort itself out if we look after ourselves, give ourselves that space. Then it can step in because we've got balance within ourselves. It can move us forward, but it won't move us forward when our life is already full, when we're already stressed out, when we're already really, focused on those things. It can't step in. It can't put more on our plate when our plate's already full. So I guess then what this card is saying, the unfinished symphony, is like, yeah, this thing's unfinished, but we don't need to do it all ourselves. Because if we focus on that, we get stuck in those details, we get stuck in that struggle even more. This full moon is saying that we're going to be led to releasing what it is that we need to release, to finish what it is that we need to finish. We'll be led to that. It's all right to take like a back seat. I started doing that like years ago when I was when I started meditating a lot and I gave up my corporate life. And I was shown all of this magic. I was shown that the universe isn't what I thought it was, that life isn't what I thought it was. And it was an amazing experience that I had. But that's what I did. It's like, okay, so if everything's sorted out for me, then if things can just magically show up like that, then I can hand everything over, right? So I did little things like I wouldn't keep a track of when people's birthdays were anymore. But I'd wake up in the morning of their birthday and they'd pop in my mind. It's like you can hand everything over. It's like waking up in the morning, right? Don't need to use an alarm clock. If you know what time that you need to be up, then your guide, your higher self, will wake you up in time. So I started letting go of little things like that, so that just handing over the responsibility for it, because it can all happen for you. But I guess I haven't been doing that for some of the struggles. I'm trying to follow my guidance as much as possible, but yeah, for some of the struggles I've been holding on, trying to manifest it myself. Maybe you've been doing that too. Coffee, where are you all watching from? Where are you all? I'm in Thailand, I'm called Thailand. Turtle Island in Thailand, south of Thailand. Love this little island and the community here. It's a festival today, it's the water festival today, so there's a big party this evening. And the festival is Noi Krathong or something like that it's called. And they make like these little flower shrine things, blessings for the ocean. It's like blessing the water day to day. And so they go down to the beach and they do prayers and stuff, all Buddhist. And so yeah, it's really nice. I'm gonna go Missouri, Tambourine Mountain. Oh, I love Tambourine Mountain. Used to stay at Witches Falls Cottages. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful up there. Look at you, Claire. One of my cats, when I moved away, one of my cats was, maybe both of them, were adopted by a lady that lives on Tambourine Mountain as well. So my cats are there. If they're still alive, well. And what was that cafe called? I don't really know. Sells things inside, like teapots and little kitchen gadgets too. Curtis Falls. Oh, the waterfalls are beautiful there. Once when I was there, I walked down to those Witches Falls. You know where that lookout is? On the road, near Witches Falls Cottages. I went down there and actually recorded a guided meditation next to that waterfall. It's beautiful. It's not for sale anymore. That was years ago, but oh yeah, I love it around there. What a beautiful place. Spice of life, that's it. Yeah, I used to go there regularly. I used to live in Byron Bay and then on the Gold Coast. Of course I lived in Byron Bay. Okay, I'm going to pick some cards out for me for my day. I didn't actually follow the guidance from yesterday's. Didn't do what it said. I didn't get in touch with him. Didn't tell him. But I wasn't feeling the nudge to. When the time's right, I will get that nudge. Yeah. See, that's exactly what I was saying. Because I understand I've got to follow my intuition. And I'm always given the nudge, just like this said. I'm always given the nudge when the time's right to do it. Absolutely. So keep on following my knowing, my intuition. What else today? Yay. Got the grace card. Good day for me. And I'm good enough. Okay. I've got lots of readings to do today. Lots of new customers, which is fantastic. Thank you everyone that's been ordering the readings and coming on my YouTube channel, watching my videos and all of this. I'm really loving it. Okay, Taylor, are you still there? I'll answer your question now. Let's do some readings for you guys. Pop up a message saying you want a reading if you want one. If you've got a particular question about a part of your life, then I can do a reading on that too. Or you can just leave it open to be general, whatever your higher self wants to say. Alright, Claire, you just transported me back in my mind to being on Tambourine Mountain. So it was so cool there. Only time I felt cold. Adapt. Open. Right, so you watch the daily read, right, about focusing on the big things, on the freedom and love. Yeah, what would be brilliant for you? So again, you've got the same message as the daily. It's like, forget about the little struggles. Don't try and manifest the little things next. Focus on the big picture, on the freedom and what would be brilliant in your life. I reckon that this is what this full moon is about. I can't even remember the full moon readings I did like a week ago. I don't even remember what this said. I need to watch mine again. Yeah, and this too, Adapt, because this is what my dream was about last night as well. It's this respect thing. You know, those guys, they respect me at the stadium, but they don't seem to respect any other women there. Yeah. Oh, so annoying. And I'm not going to take responsibility for it, but it annoys me. And I know I like hold, this is what yours is saying, it's like hold that self-respect for yourself. Because when you feel it, other people reciprocate. And those guys are doing it for me, and they're not doing it for everyone else. And then I want to slap the women and say, like, just respect yourself. Like, oh, that crazy girl that I don't like. At training, she has no respect for herself, and she's sleeping with them all, and they're just taking the piss. They're getting her to buy stuff for them. It's just, and I think, what are you doing, girl? And they're laughing behind her back, and oh my God. But yeah, don't get in situations like that. When you respect yourself and you truly feel that, people feel it and they don't even try it on with you. Oh my God, they know not to try that kind of shit on with me. Yeah, and you're getting to that point, right? And that's what you're learning is about this self-respect and giving that energy out, because of course what the energy that you give out is what you get back. And it's about the energy you give out to yourself is what you get back. Tambourine Mountain, the crisp, cool air. Have you seen, Claire, have you seen those, have you seen inside those witches' cottages? It used to be like a romantic break, and they give you like baskets of breakfast baskets. They bring them with like freshly baked bread. It's like a perfect place for honeymoon kind of thing. Got these half outdoor bathrooms, big spa baths in them. Claire, right. This is interesting because I've just been talking to my friend Karen about this morning. Oh, come on, light. We've got jealousy and going well for you, Claire. Now, are you sure? Oh, you're a photographer, are you, Claire? Oh, it's such a beautiful place. Right, it's about shining or holding yourself back. We wait for permission from people around us to really shine, because we don't when people have emotional reactions to us. So we start shining, we start doing that, people have emotional reactions. It makes us want to, like, even if people aren't doing that, the anticipation of that happening keeps us down. If we think that by our shining, we're not going to have any friends and we're not going to have a relationship as bright and shiny as ours, we stop ourselves from doing it. And this, your higher self is saying that you've been in this push-pull thing. It's like, I want to shine, but oh, I can't. All these people around me, I'm not going to be part of that group. I'm not going to be part of that gang anymore. I'm not going to have friendships. I'm going to be out by myself. Yeah, you've got this push-pull going on, but you've got the going well card. So it's going well. Like, don't worry about it. It's not a flaw in you. We've all got this struggle going on. You know why? Because there's not very many of us. There's not very many of us that are really aware and at this high level, at this bright, shiny level. There's not many. And that's okay. Yeah. And this is why we do stuff like this, like Psychic Cafe. I use podcasts for it too. I hang out with the people that I want to hang out with by listening to their podcasts every day. We can connect in with the like-minded people online, but you're certainly not going to find a lot of them around you, even in places like Byron Hungary Mountain. You're not going to find a lot of them around you. It's like we're all spread out all over the place. So you can't rely on that external validation, on the right people being around you to uplift you. You can choose those people. You can choose to have those people in your life more and connecting with them. But there's not going to be. It's not like where you're living, there's going to be a lot of them, and you just, like through law of attraction, you just aren't seeing them at the moment because you're not fully being in that energy. That's not true. There's not many of them around. Not many around. And that's got to be okay. So you've got to be kind of okay about being the black sheep, okay about spending more time alone, be more picky about the people that you let into your life, extend your circle a little bit more, maybe like things like this, or online groups or stuff like that. Again, there's a lot of there's not a lot of that. There's not a lot of that really, but you can. If you set your sights on that, so remember the daily read about setting your sights higher. If you are looking out for that, of course, then your higher self is going to lead you to the people that are right for you. So you've got this push-pull going on, but that's going well. It's like you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out. Okay. And you've got to forgive yourself for your resistance. You know too much, Claire. That's what your higher self is saying. It's like you're a little bit too aware and you take it on your own shoulders. You're like judging yourself because you're so aware of yourself. But sometimes it's not true. Sometimes we're just on this path of co-creation. You know? Do you know what I mean by that? And so there's a few of us, we're trying to create something better for ourselves, but and for each other and for the world. And we're co-creating that, but like the path to it is finding out who we are within ourselves. We've all got our individual paths and parts to play in that. But this is all new stuff, you know, it's all new stuff and we're co-creating it. It's not like there's something wrong with you when you figure yourself out, you're going to find this paradise that's already here. It's not true. And so your resistance, yeah, I think the law of attraction teachings can make people feel like this too, like you're doing something wrong if you haven't got access to what you want already, and that's not true. It's not true for a lot of people. Sure, it's true for some people, but it's not true for people that are creating beyond what has been available already in the world. And you know that you're creating beyond what is already available in the world if you've had great challenges in your life. So that's what we do. We incarnate to great challenges so that we've got great desire to create something better, and then we go about that. So your resistance, don't feel bad about it. It's all part of the process. It's like this jealousy push-pull thing that's being shiny and bright or holding yourself back from that. It's a process. You're not doing it wrong. It's going well. So yeah, there's no need for forgiveness because your resistance is okay. It's not your resistance. It's not even your resistance. It's the resistance of the collective. And the resistance of the collective that you're picking up on and you've got within yourself is it's not as resistant as the collective resistance, if you know what I mean. So congratulate yourself for moving forward on it rather than just, your awareness is a superpower, but you can use it against yourself by feeling bad that you've not figured it all out yet. You don't need to. Just keep on moving forward. You're playing your part. Remember, you're appreciated, and your path is like a mystery path. You are supported on it. Anyone else want a reading? Is it Taylor? I can't remember. Taylor didn't stick around. Or she just wanted to know about a relationship. You're welcome, Claire. Anyone else want a reading? Who else have we got there? Is it just us three? Adat, Claire and Claire. And Adat, Samid. Short and sweet, half hour. So thank you both for coming along. And everyone else that's watching the replay, remember to click like on this video, it really helps. Subscribe to my channel. Tell everyone about it. I want to reach 1,000 subscribers. It went up a lot last night after publishing the week ahead readings for each star sign, which is cool. You subscribed twice. Yay, thank you. I just want to reach that number, where they'll start promoting me more on YouTube. Oh, one of my friends came up with a good idea. She said to do like a free reading draw for subscribers every month or something. But just if they comment something on my videos. Yeah. Thanks, Claire. Yeah. I love doing videos though. I love it. It's very easy for me. Like I only work online now because I really enjoy it. I find it so easy, easier than in person to connect with people's energies online. It's like it takes the ego out of the way. I can't guess stuff. I've just got to do it. And I feel everyone's energy is so purely online. And I can do it in my own space, in my own time, which ensures that I'm feeling good and I'm looking after myself. It's just perfect for me. And so doing the videos, it's so cool. It's like I can feel the people as I'm making them. I can feel the people that are watching it. It's so good. More soulmate reads coming up in a few days. I like doing those. That's the stuff I want readings on. That's why it's like, yeah, information about relationships. Well, May, do you want a reading? I identified a lot with Scorpio full moon reading. Yeah, everyone's been calling it new moon, right? Adapt, you've been getting it wrong. I watched another video this morning and someone else got it wrong. They were saying that the new moon's tomorrow. Taurus new moon's tomorrow. It's not, it's the full moon. But maybe it is like a new moon because it does seem to be bringing in new things. I feel a shift today in the energy. I feel like we're being moved forward. Bright, shiny new full moon. Well, yeah, full moons are bright and shiny. New moons are dark. Well, May, let's get some cards for you. Well, May, have people told you, judged you as being naive? Because that's what I was picking up on. I feel like everything's done and I'm just waiting to reap the harvest here. I know what you mean. Have people called you naive before, Kwame? Because this is cards that you've got coming out, love what is and innocent. So it's like, yeah, your innocence is a good thing. Maybe Pollyanna, something like that. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing about you. So love that about you. Don't judge it just because other people have judged it. Cynics. Ooh. When you're a positive person and then cynics, really cynical people who think that it's really good and intelligent to be cynical, can judge you for being positive. Ugh. Thanks for coming, Claire. Bye. So yeah, love your innocence, Kwame. Don't judge yourself for it. Who cares what anyone else knows? Okay, you've got love what is again. So patience, Kwame. That stuff that you're waiting for, reaping your harvest, just have patience. The more you love the process. Stuff happening in this way, you're not just waiting with nothing going on, you're actually having those internal shifts. So have patience with it, but be sure to love that. Love it as you go. I'm not really, part of me is in this patience and waiting for it stage because I'm having to. But it's all manifesting now. Like I think four readings in so far today. My goal is like 10 a day. And so, yeah, it's happening, it's manifesting. So it's not just like waiting for something that isn't happening yet, but I'm taking lots of action doing the videos and stuff. But there's still that part of me that's going to be patient for it. Because of course you can't control the manifestations. Oh, if we could. But we can't. Awesome. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for your likes and your subscribes and sharing this with your friends if you know anyone that would love these readings too. Yeah. Bye. Go on now. Thanks for coming along. Bye, Dad. Speak to you later.